Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start with the kickoff going out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. From the gun, the ground game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, it's Calandria. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick give. It's Jackson. Got the first down. Got a lot of room to the right. He's inside the 40. At the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Turning it on! Past the 50. The 30.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Roll that offense back out there. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Going over the top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Buckeye! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sells to fake. Turns it upfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Got the first down. At the 35, he's loose. Maybe a crease. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Rolls right. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! What a catch in the end zone for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Hits inside, it's Jackson. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Out wide right, it's Johnson. Breaks into the open. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. Nice move to keep running. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Sayed escapes the pressure going right. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Cuts it upfield. It's Nelson. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Extending the play. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. That was about as exciting a first quarter as you could possibly have. Numbers are impressive as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Burrowing for yardage. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Moving the pocket, it's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Bring him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. There he goes. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Huskers are marching down the field. The receiver on the jet sweep. Looking for the corner and could not find it. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. Second down to the air. Lets it fly. Intercepted deep in his own end. He's knocked to come up with the interception. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Drives inside. Hard running there. At the 40, there he goes. Finds a seam. He's at the 20. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final touch, courtesy of that 76-yard sprint to the house. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. From the gun, running back gets it. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just
a shot toward the end zone. Almost had a pick in the end zone.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. And made sure that one fell incomplete.
Running inside, it's Jackson. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Pulls it in. At the 20, he's got space. Could be touchdown, Buckeye. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Fired in there, but incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Direct snap. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Huskers will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for room. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Between the hashes, it's Smith.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's Sayin to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Right side, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Sayin back to the air. He's got it on the move. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Say it. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Into the end zone for 6.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Wants to throw one first. Caught. Could not make his way to the corner. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 8 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
State sending out the offense to start this drive. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's got enough. Oh, he's got some space. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. He scores for the 5th time in this game. An impressive run from the back, gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He lets it fly. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And they'll take over first and 10.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Finds his target down the middle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown! Buckeye! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Second and long here. Handoff to the single running back. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Third and short now from their own 48. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Changing the routes with his receivers. Go. Needs it here on 4th down. Left side is Hunter. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Rush right in his face. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for him. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs.
Breaks into the open on the left, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Number 96, set to kick off.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Powers through the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take...
Going for it all. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Moves the pocket. It's Calandria. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Taken down.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Sayet escapes the pressure to his right. Still running at the 35. There he goes. Lowers those pads. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Throwing, Sayet. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Sets his feet. It's Sayet. Keeping his eyes downfield. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Ohio State. Makes the grab in the corner. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Nebraska, 14.
Deep in the end zone, it's Clark. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense.
Turning on the Jets. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game getting it done.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Out wide right, it's Mooney ruins the big gator with a fumble. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Look out! Avoids pressure. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Long way to go on second down. Off-play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Fires to the middle. It's complete. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll... drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Right side, it's Jackson. At midfield, he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Gain of 35 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
The Buckeyes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Smith's got it. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.